What's up, 31 fam? How you doing? Welcome back to Horror 31, hosted by your punk rock dad. Thank you for joining me today. I've got a Gore-Score movie review for you guys and gals, whoever's watching the show. This is the Forever Purge. It was directed by Everardo Valerio Gout. It's got a runtime of 103 grueling minutes. It stars a whole bunch of people. I'm not going to get into all who they are because it's a very large cast and none of them are A-listers. So, I feel like I just gave you guys plenty of foreshadowing into the next few minutes of this video. So, yeah. So my apologies if, pardon the noise, yeah, man, look, dude, here's the deal. I went to go see this because I was hopeful. I don't usually like movies like this, but I've seen the other four and I was like, alright, I'll give this a shot because it could surprise me. The synopsis of the movie goes like this. Adela and her husband Juan live in Texas, where he works as a ranch hand for the wealthy Tucker family, alright? Juan impresses the Tucker patriarch Caleb, but that fuels the jealous anger of his son Dylan. On the morning after the purge, a masked gang of killers attacks the Tuckers, forcing both families to band together and fight back as the country spirals into chaos. I mean, yeah, that's sort of what it's about, right? Yeah, look, dude, here, hold up. Stop the video if you don't want any spoilers, okay? Because this movie, I'm gonna talk about it for just a couple of minutes because I don't want to waste any more time on it than I already have. The movie sucked, alright? It's preachy. It is super liberal leaning, and there's no, like, the vantage point only stays from one direction, which normally, look, dude, if you're personally leaning in that direction with your political views, I don't care. I'm very much in the middle of both things. I'm not left or right. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I'm not conservative or liberal. I'm very much free thinking. I'm in my own lane, and I got a little bit from everything. I kind of just cherry pick what I like. This is like white man bad, everybody else good, and it's just exhausting, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not even saying I necessarily disagree with some of the stuff they're saying, but it's just exhausting. And I put down, the first thing that I wrote within like 5 minutes of this movie starting was, does every movie have to be a political statement now? That should tell you a lot. Although I will say that the, what's his name? Oh my goodness gracious, hold on one second. He's the fellow from Gone in 60 Seconds. Will Patton was in this, and I didn't know he was in this. I like him, man. He's a good actor. I like Josh Lucas and Ana de la Reguera. I don't know how to say it. Man, I can't say her name. The young lady that was in Army of the Dead. I like her. Honestly, I like the cast. You know what? That's the redeeming part of this movie. The cast was a great cast. The cast was awesome. But the directing of the movie was horrible because they didn't utilize these actors. They got pretty good actors. They didn't utilize them. There's lots of jump scares, but none of them are earned. They're all super cheap. Like at one point, this like bat skeleton falls down, and it's just so predictable. The movie's very, very predictable. There was a sledgehammer smash into a head. I thought that was pretty cool. There was a Molotov cocktail. That was pretty cool. But there was very bad, cheesy dialogue from the main antagonist, the lady I was just speaking about. Let's see here. A lot of things in this movie happened that were a little far-fetched, even for this kind of movie, which is insanity to me. The white guy that hates Mexicans is suddenly okay with Mexicans when he needs their help, and then he speaks a little bit of Spanish at the end, like, gracias, Miguel, or no, it was Juan. I'm sorry, Juan. No. I think one of the other dudes was named Miguel. Whatever, he's talking to the dude named Juan. I looked over and was like, oop, wrong name. And I'm like, dude, that's just so not how that happens in real life. Assholes are just assholes. And I'm very tired of racism being just linked hand in hand with Christianity. Again, I don't walk that path necessarily, right? I got my own beliefs, my own thoughts of everything. Dude, it's so tired. It's so lazy, man. It just seemed like every bad guy was like a Trump supporter type character in this movie, and everybody else was a good guy, and it just seemed very unfair. I cannot stand Donald Trump. Let's get one thing straight right now. That's not my thing. I don't. But I'm also all about fair and you know, whatever, dude. It doesn't matter. There was some really bad dubbing at the end of this movie. Yeah, so that movie was awful. I didn't actually spoil very much at all. It was just bad. Everything that you see, all the little twists and turns you can see coming from a mile away. This is like, what do they call that? Virtue signaling? Whenever, that's what this is. This is one giant hour and 40-minute virtue signal. Like, look what we understand. Look how we feel about, dude. It's very complex. It's not that simple. It's not that cut and dry. It's not that black and white. Our country's in a mess right now, and it needs to be addressed. And movies like this are, I think, further dividing people. And I don't think it's good, man. I actually feel like Blumhouse owes us an apology. That being said, to each their own. If you choose to feel the way that this movie feels, then, you know, that's your rights. I don't care. As long as people are nice to each other. That's, you know me, man. You've seen my videos. Inclusion. Second chances, dude. Help. Kindness. That's what we're all about over here. And this one just seemed really, really cheesy and fake, and nothing seemed earned. I feel bad for the people in this movie because this is definitely a smudge on their career, you know. So that being said, let's get to the kill count and the gore score. So I can get this done. I'm tired of talking about this movie. The special effects, I gave it an 8 out of 10 because I used too much digital stuff. I would have given it higher. Most of it was pretty good, but the digital stuff I don't like. The story, I got 2 out of 10. The acting, a 5 out of 10. It could have been way better, and I don't think it was the actor's fault. The dialogue, 5 out of 10 because it was pretty bad. The bad guy rating got a 2 out of 10. Not good. The ending, also a 2 out of 10. But there were some redeeming things. There was 52 kills at 5 points apiece. There was a decapitation at 10 points. There was a scene of torture for 10 points. There was 3 non-lethal gunshots or stabbings that are 5 points apiece. And there was 10 fights in this movie. So, Forever Purge, the Forever Purge gets a grand total gore score of 369 points. Pretty good score, actually. It was all mostly from kills. But on my recommendation scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 1. I don't think you should see this movie. I don't think you should support this crap. It's garbage. And if we keep going out and seeing movies like this, they'll keep making them. So I will not be seeing any more Purge movies, and I will not be buying any of them on hard copy. So, you know, I hate to just crap on a movie. It's not really my gig, you know, but this was bad. It wasn't as bad as Veronica. Let's just... Man, that movie was rough. But there was no heart in this movie. There was nothing redeeming about it. There wasn't even like a dope-ass final girl. Dude, you're telling me this tiny little lady that's like... I understand everybody wants equality and all that jazz, right? But let's be real here. A 5'2", 120-pound woman ain't beating the shit out of a bunch of big dudes. It's just not happening. And I understand what a suspension of disbelief is. I understand that you have to go to a movie with that in mind. Whenever somebody like me who watches the worst movies watches something like this, I just get blown away by it. It's absolutely horrendous. Anyways, look, I'm gonna get out of here and go watch something really good. I got an interview with somebody tonight. I'm hoping that goes well. So, look, don't check this movie out. Instead, go watch something with Nicolas Cage. Maybe that movie Pig. That'll be pretty good. Go rewatch Mandy or Color Out of Space, or you know, watch a Quentin Tarantino movie. I just watched like a 4-hour documentary on that guy's career, and it was awesome. So, but I love you guys. I love horror movies, and we'll on to the next, man. We'll see if we get a winner next time. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget the mantra over here at Horror 31. Take care of yourself and be kind to everyone else. We'll see you soon. Peace.